Welcome everybody back to the Built Different podcast. This is a different conversation, and as you might be able to tell by the Darth Vader in the background of James, or the Star Wars hoodie that I wear like every other episode, so it's not signifying anything really. But this is our Star Wars episode. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. James kind of pushed me into doing the idea officially. And, Matt wanted to be a part of it. So here we go.
Here we are.
So we're going to talk about Star Wars. We got a loaded episode for you. I think it's time we just dig right in. So how we're going to introduce is because you never know. There might be more Star Wars episodes in the future based on how you guys perceive this episode. So we're kind of going to give you an intro to how, we got into Star Wars and stuff like that. So, James, why don't you go first with, are you either a Jedi or a Sith? Who's your favorite character of all time, and why do you love Star Wars?
All right, well, who I would say, I have more characteristics of a Jedi, but I'm definitely going the Sith route. Way less rules,
You're such a Jedi, man.
Sith have so much.
Such a good dude.
They have such more powers they can use without limitations and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, I think it'd be a lot more cool to be a Sith.
Way more cooler. Way more.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
And favorite character, I gotta go with the cliche Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader. I know it's very, very cliche, but that's kind of how I got. I'll talk about a little bit how I got into it, and just to me, that's Star Wars. That's like this face of Star Wars, and how I got into it. Well,
or why do you love it?
Oh, I love it,
which is kind of like the same thing, basically.
So,
not with that hoodie on.
It's basically how I got into it is why I love it. So my dad's a huge Star Wars fan, and one day he was just, he had it on, and I was like 5 years old, just wandering the house being a kid, and I saw Darth Vader on this TV. I'm like, this dude looks cool. So I just kind of, sat down for a little bit, and it was episode 4. It was like kind of middle-ish, whatnot, and I asked my dad to start over, and he restarted it. We watched 4, 5, 6, and 1 and 2, because at that point 3 didn't come out for another 2 weeks or so. So we ran through them all.
Yeah, that was a good time to watch everything before the greatest movie ever came out.
Exactly. We sat down, watched them all, and afterwards he brought out this big, huge tote of Star Wars action figures that he kept in the box, and just let me be a kid and played with them all. And it was such a cool memory I had, and just Star.
That's awesome.
I think with Star Wars, it's like a good getaway. There's so many. The universe is so deep into it, and I just get really, really into it.
Hell yeah, bro!
I love that. So why don't you go ahead, Matt?
Me? Like I was saying, bro. There's like James was saying, bro. There's just too many rules to being a Jedi, bro. It's just. Would I be a Sith Lord, anything like that? I don't know about all that, but I'm definitely not a Jedi. You can't love. You can't have fear. You can't have feelings. This, that, and third. I can't do all that. You can't. You have to be afraid of fear, which is canceling out the point of fear. And it's just no. I'm good on that. I'll be a Sith over a Jedi any day of the week. Fuck that. Favorite character though. A little bit away from the grain, but I just thought he was jiggy as fuck when I was coming up. And when I was just watching the Star Wars when I was young, Mace Windu, bro, he is lit. He's lit. Got the purple saber, bro. He is just peak. And why do I love Star Wars? It's the first movie I feel like I've ever watched that I remember, but I don't remember watching it. It's because it came out in 99, Phantom Menace. So I was only 2. But my earliest memory was waking up in the theater to Darth Maul killing Qui-Gon. It's my earliest memory, at least one of them. It's the earliest one I can remember because I was 2.5.
That's crazy.
And so that scarred me, first off, because Darth Maul looks crazy, and I was 2. But then from there on out, man, it's just it's been embedded in me. My grandfather had all the Star Wars movies. He loved them. And so, yeah, I've just been watching them for God knows how long, and I'm a nerd at heart, so I love all fantasy, all sci-fi for the most part, except for like Star Trek. But I just never watched it. I don't know, but because there's just a lot of it. But yeah, I mean, it's hard not to love it once you're into all that type of fantasy and sci-fi stuff.
Facts.
Definitely.
And yeah, I mean, that's a crazy first memory to have, or like one of your earliest
Yeah.
memories.
Terrifying.
Darth Maul coming out.
Watching one of the fucking main characters get fucking slaughtered by Darth Maul. Would I rather be a Jedi or a Sith? I mean, come on. Like I'm a fucking Sith, man. Like I gotta have sex. I gotta be in love. I gotta have the ability to do dumb shit. Like, you know me, Matt, especially you, Matt. Like, I can't fall in a structure of fucking anything.
Yeah.
I would have fell for everything the Emperor said to me to get me to go to the dark side. Like, it would oh, I can save people from dying. Hey, where do I sign up, brother? Like, I would have been in there. You know, I'm against the grain by nature, so I would have been a Sith. I mean, because I would have probably tried to be a Jedi, and that would have lasted like 2 weeks, and then I would have been a Sith. Favorite character, I gotta agree with James, man. Anakin, Darth Vader, like it's such an epic character. Like it's one of my favorite characters in all of cinema, comics, everything.
Arguably greatest villain of all time.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And why do I love Star Wars? So I have not a similar story to Matt, but I went to theaters. So Revenge of the Sith came out in 2005, which was in May. Looking up the exact date,
15th.
May 19th.
Oh,
which
19th?
is 10 days before my birthday. So it was a birthday present for me to go see that. And that was my first Star Wars movie I ever watched. And I thought it was one of the greatest, literally the greatest things I've ever seen. Later that year, I know I told you guys about the fucking beach ball Rey Mysterio shit. Well, I grabbed some curtains and I was Anakin Skywalker.
That's fire, bro. All you need is a curtain robe, bro.
Literally. So I just love Star Wars just because it's so deep, man. Like it's just great. You know, you got Battlefront 2, which is like my favorite game ever. Right. Revenge of the Sith, which is my favorite movie ever. Like there's just certain things about Star Wars that really they just fucking get to me, man. I love almost everything about Star Wars. So fuck yeah, I'm so ready for this podcast.
Yeah,
if you guys like what we've said so far, make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave some feedback, give us some ideas to do. We'll jump on any idea. We might even do a NASCAR episode. Just kidding. We will never do a NASCAR episode. I'm sorry.
I will not be in that one.
It'll just be me. So with that being said, what is your guys' Star Wars hot take?
Should I go first?
Yeah, because y'all not gonna like mine.
Oh,
so you can go first.
That's why it's a hot take.
So a lot of people say that Disney destroyed Star Wars, but if you ask me, Disney is the single best thing to ever happen to Star Wars. Now, hear me out. If it wasn't for Disney, Star Wars would be irrelevant. Like it would have ended when it would have ended.
Irrelevant is it was very popular before Disney bought it, but I keep spinning.
It would have fallen down. It would have gone down to it. Some people don't watch it as much. You don't have this new generation that has come. And I get the trilogies that Disney did wasn't the best, but I'll talk about that later. But the shows, the Mandalorian's arguably one of the best like Star Wars stuff out there.
Products in general.
Yeah, exactly. Obi-Wan's really good. Now, we don't have to talk about Book of Boba Fett, but Ahsoka's good. And Disney has made Darth Vader look stronger more than George Lucas ever did. And it's not even close.
Rogue One?
Yeah, Rogue
One. And honestly, what Disney did by giving us 7, 8, and 9, it helped people love 1, 2, and 3. So I'm fine with that.
It really did.
It helped people love those prequels.
I mean, like, okay, I thought where you're going with the take because I thought you were about to sit here and defend 7, 8, and 9. I was about to be like, all right, James.
No.
We might have to pause this podcast and like rumble for a second. But all right.
No, that's
all
a
right,
good point. That's a really good point because it kept them up here rather than just letting them slowly decline as an old franchise.
And also Star Wars Rebels. That's a Disney. That was Disney product before they bought them, and that's one of the like best cartoon series for his.
And they also finished Clone Wars.
Yeah.
They finished
That's what I meant.
Wars.
Clone Wars. That's what I meant. Clone Wars, not Rebels.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I'll disagree with is I think someone would have eventually revived Star Wars. I think it would have been destined to happen. Honestly, it might have been even better. I mean, 7, 8, and 9 probably would have been, handled way better. But I agree with you. Like all the shows, all the things that they're putting out. I mean, just all the way to the smallest detail to like toys and shit.
Yeah.
Like they definitely did their thing.
I am happy though that once Solo didn't do good, they stopped doing like side character movies.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they started doing the side character shows with Book of Boba Fett and shit, but it's just like, yeah, no more side character movies. Keep it tight knit from now on. Rogue One, peak, but everything else, no side character movies.
Solo was not that good. I prefer the TV show style anyways, because you can just do a lot more.
Yeah.
Yes, I can agree with that. I can absolutely agree with that. All right, Matt. So what do you got for a hot take? How are you about to piss us off?
Mace Windu would have fucked up Anakin. Yeah. Mace Windu would have cooked him, brother. If he wasn't dealing with the Emperor and then like not knowing what side Anakin was on, this, that, and third, man, Mace was a demon, bro. I feel like Mace could have taken him. But Darth Vader, no. Darth Vader, I mean, yeah, some people say Anakin was peak, and then Darth Vader, he was like, he dropped, but I feel like he got much stronger once he became Vader. I don't think Vader, but I think that Anakin.
It depends what Anakin we get. Like, are we going to get the Anakin that holds back a little bit, or are we going to get the Anakin that, if it's Anakin not giving a fuck, like if he's actually mad at Mace Windu, then I think he's going to cook Mace Windu. Like if he wakes up on the wrong side of the bed of that day, I think Mace Windu is fucked.
The thing is,
I don't think so, bro.
I think Anakin could cook Palpatine. Mace Windu couldn't even kill Palpatine with all those other Jedis too.
Well, all right, bro. Those other Jedis didn't do shit.
They didn't do shit.
Those were Jedi? I think those were just stand-ins, bro. I think they were at the store that day.
He was like, "We're here to arrest you," and dude said, "What?" Bro, mind you, he knows the whole staff too, so he's probably just sitting there like, "These are the guys you brought." I was expecting Obi-Wan, Yoda, like.
Son didn't bring nobody with any credentials to arrest.
Bro, Mace Windu, knowing the people he was about to go with, said no to Anakin, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah. If he would have said yes to Anakin, it would have saved a lot of problems.
But no, I feel like Mace Windu. I feel like he, is peak Jedi.
Just all right, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever. I'm gonna go with my hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take because I don't really know how the Star Wars community feels about this guy, but I think Kylo Ren is amazing. I'll just say that. I think maybe written a little stupidly in 7, 8, 9, but I think the mask, his skills. I mean, I even love the actor that they chose, but his moveset, everything. I think he's amazing. That's all I gotta say. No one's gonna convince me otherwise, and that's that.
I don't think that's too crazy. If like written problems is probably it, but like if he was going full out, like. That motherfucker could freeze people and just do whatever the hell he wants. Like Kylo Ren fall out, dude. He might even get Vader a run for his money.
He's powerful. Yeah. He's powerful. And bro, I feel like people who watch the whole trilogy and know the whole thing. If you just see like the first one or the first of that trilogy, or maybe just one of them from that trilogy, yeah, it'd be like, oh, this guy's just a ripoff Vader. But no, I feel like his whole story. It makes people like him and appreciate him more, especially after 9 and shit with the whole sacrifice and all that stuff. So I feel like people fuck with him for the most part.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, big dog, real quick, pause. I'm gonna see all your texts real quick. Just let you know.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops.
I'm just warning you, so don't say nothing wild. All right.
Had to send one.
You're a mook, bro.
I'm gonna clap your cheeks, Matt. No. All right. So why don't we go with the top 3 planets? I'll start this one off. So first off, I'm going Camino because Camino is beautiful. I love the rain, and I love the nighttime. I love the clones. put everything together with just this nice facility, just making clones at night in the fucking rain. Like, I'm here for it. I loved it everywhere it was. Number 2 is Mustafar. I mean, it doesn't get better than a fucking lava planet. I don't think I could live there, but I mean, it's cool. It's very cool. Like the factory and volcanoes and fucking lava and shit. Like, I'm here for it. And number 3 is Coruscant. I think, and the reason why I choose Coruscant is because, like, I feel like they really nailed what a capital city planet would look like in the Star Wars universe. With all the skyscrapers and the flying cars and all the different districts that come with Coruscant. I think it's just a great planet, and I absolutely love it.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Well, my number 3 is Mustafar also. It's a very iconic planet for me growing up. Like, playing that in the games all the time, and just, one of the greatest battles to happen there. To me, just when I think of Star Wars planets, literally one of the first ones I think of. No, my second one is Coruscant. Basically, similar for all the same reasons you have. That's like the center point of Star Wars almost. That's where the Jedi Temple is. That's like I said, big center point. So I think living there would be pretty cool. Now, for my favorite, it's got to be Endor, just for a simple reason of the Ewoks. I've had this dream probably for my whole life of me, like, having my own gang of Ewoks, and I just want to live out my dream.
You could go crazy with a gang of them.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Just mad motherfuckers throwing rocks, just protecting you in the name of James. Like,
man, I've had that dream so much. Like, I barely remember any of my dreams. But, like, that one, like, it happens so often.
I never liked Endor until I believe the second Battlefront game on the next gen PlayStation series, when they made that beautiful map for that game for Endor with the. Yeah, that map was beautiful. If that's what Endor really looks like, I'll go with that.
I just want my gang of Ewoks, man.
Nah, that's crazy. Son pulls up on him, does the GTA cheat to get a squad of them to go with you.
Because imagine you accidentally are the guy that just fucks with James, and now you have fucking James and like 5 Ewoks just charging you. Like, that's nuts. That's just insane.
I'll go number 3, Naboo. It's just like, bro, it's Earth.
Royalty.
It's just Earth. You got the fucking.
It's what Earth would look like if humans weren't trash.
Right.
Yeah.
My son Jar Jar Binks stands solid there. He's a representative. Fuck with Jar Jar. And then, bro, Padme from there. It's fire. Looks, like you said, it looks just a better version of Earth. So, that's number 3. Number 2, I do got Camino as well. It's just, bro, you built the city above the ocean with these stilts and the dark rain, and it's fire. It's just a mood. And then
I would live there, man, and I'd be so happy every day.
Yeah. And then number 1, bro, it's still my favorite fight scene in almost all of Star Wars. So Mustafar, bro, it's just like, come on, it's just
Death Star.
It's crazy. It's bro, peak right there.
All right, these are good planets. So now it's time to put everybody to the test. So why don't whoever wants to lead this off write the next Star Wars show? Who wants to lead off with that?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
But I'm just a fanboy at this point, bro. Give me a Mace Windu show coming into the Jedi Order.
Bro, Matt's about to say motherfucker in every sentence before the end of this fucking.
And I almost put that as movie, but I feel like it would be way better pacing in a show. And it's just like, he's just so lit, bro. I just can't. And how did you get the purple lightsaber?
So you would do Origins of Mace Windu?
Yeah.
Because I would argue that if I was to write a Mace Windu show, I would show him surviving.
But like early, like on into being like becoming a Jedi Master.
Okay. All right. All right, that's fair. I feel like if I was to write a Mace Windu show, I feel like I would have him survive getting tossed out of the window. Yeah. And then he can't come back because obviously all the Jedis are getting killed and shit. And just show him surviving in the slums, like, and
that
he
is
just
a
becomes
theory
just
out there.
That's
a theory out there. Like,
Samuel Jackson wants to do it.
He's like Finn's grandfather.
What'd you say, James?
What
did you say?
Grandfather?
Bro, there's theories out there that say that happens and that he's Finn's grandfather.
That'd be fucking wild, bro.
That almost feels racist.
Those theories are real, though. Go look them up, bro.
Oh, no.
James, you want to go or you want me to go?
You can go.
All right. So, I mean, a little similar to Matt, but not really similar, is I would have a show that's like maybe 7 seasons long, wild, but it would just be the origins of everybody because I want a season that shows Yoda becoming Yoda, a season that shows Obi-Wan as a kid, you know, going through the academy, maybe like being a struggle kid or something.
So a season per person?
Yeah, you know, a season with Mace Windu. I had it written down, a season of Mace Windu and how he became him. Qui-Gon, because we don't really know nothing about Qui-Gon before.
Love Qui-Gon.
Count Dooku, when he was actually a good guy and how he went bad and all that stuff. And then you have so many possibilities because you could put, you know, like Mundi, for example. You could actually give him some, like, because I actually was interested in his character. Or Plo, or, you know, you just so many possibilities you could give origin stories to, and that would be the title of the show, is just the origins.
Origins, yeah.
And that's it. Or not Origel, the origins. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's fire though. That's dope.
I guess
yes, sir.
Guess I should have gone before you because what I want to do is the Yoda backstory show because a movie's not enough for Yoda.
Look at all of us are on the same page though.
Yeah, Yoda, they can do multiple seasons with that. There's so many theories out there and stuff.
Yeah, because he's so fucking old.
Yeah, he's so old, bro. Like
he's what, like 8,000 years old or some crazy shit?
Like very old, and they
was
haven't
like 800
still
like,
and they haven't even touched like anything about him like beforehand.
Nothing.
I mean, they done some stuff here and there, but very very little. So I think
because like literally he's one of the only, like, well, not one of the only characters, but he's a character that we only get him in his like oldest state.
Yeah,
because like literally when the movies came out, he died first off, or like, you know, went over to the Force, and then obviously the first 3 movies he was still a very old ass man.
Yeah,
but so we didn't get to see, like, because imagine Prime Yoda, like when he was young.
I could only imagine, bro.
Oh God, the way he moved when he was old. Just imagine that when he was young. Holy shit.
What's tough is fucking people who aren't really fans but just know, like, think like Yoda's fucking adorable or some shit. People think Grogu's still Yoda.
I know.
People still call him
Baby Yoda.
I have to explain it to so many people how I just know that's not how that is.
That's not it.
Random comment though, but that scene with Grogu and Luke, like at towards the end of, I believe, season 2 of Mandalorian, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful ending to that season.
Season 2 Mando is something special.
I agree with that. I agree. Because, like, season 1, I was kind of wondering where, like, I'm not saying it was bad because I actually really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I was still wondering where they were actually going to get to officially. Yeah. And then, man, they tied it up and fucking wrapped it in a bow and fucking sent it down the river. That was perfect writing. All right. So, what is your biggest Star Wars what if?
For me, did y'all play the episode 3 video game?
You're not about to fucking... All right, go ahead. Go ahead, James.
You know, have you ever played the episode 3 video game? Since I did as a kid, I always wondered, what if this happened?
I already know, James, I already know what you're about to say. You're literally going to take mine. Go ahead.
What if Anakin defeated Obi-Wan and then turned on Palpatine? Like, he had all that power. You know, that's all he wanted was power. I know he wanted to keep Padme alive, but he wanted.
So I did not play this game, but yeah, that would be crazy.
That game was crazy because after you throw fucking Mace Windu, the most annoying mission in the whole game is after you throw Mace Windu out of the window, you fucking fight him.
So yeah, in the game, for the people who haven't played, is an alternate ending. Like, it ends there. That's how the game ends. It's just Anakin just stabbing Palpatine. So I'm just like, what
after
if that
he beats
happened?
Obi-Wan?
Yeah. Damn.
So, that would just change everything. Because again, that's all what Anakin wanted. He wanted that power.
Yeah.
So that was exactly my what if, man. Because like when I saw that, I was just like, wow, Star Wars, man. Imagine if they wrote that. I mean, obviously they had to get to Darth Vader because he was a part of the original trilogy, but all the possibilities you could write from that.
What I mean, talking about TV shows. Are we getting a Star Wars what if? I think I heard something about that.
Yeah, I saw rumors that it could be a possibility because the Marvel one it hit twice. They had 2 seasons of that.
Yeah.
Star Wars what if show would be so fucking good. Bro.
Oh my god! And if they wrote that, oh my god!
Yeah.
Now they probably I don't. I mean, what I would add on to that what if is like, what if he beat Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan was the guy that was in the fire and shit, and maybe like Yoda fucking came down and saved him, and they kind of put him back together, and he ended up like sick and twisted and like
He becomes
kind of like
Darth Vader.
not Darth Vader, but like he kind of like goes against the Jedi, but against the Sith at the same time. He's like
On his
like,
own mission. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I don't think Anakin. I don't know if Anakin can have it in him to kill Obi-Wan. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I don't think either could kill each other. I mean, sure, Vader went to slice him in Episode 4, but like, I don't know. I feel like they both just have that bond where they don't want to kill it. We know that Obi-Wan would not kill him. We've seen that.
Yeah. No, yeah, Obi-Wan would not.
But damn, that was fucking James, man.
Damn.
We're
It's
so
crazy
fucking
too, James, because he was thinking like, damn, what, like all the way up to like 20 minutes before this pod, he's like, damn, bro, what could have been a what if? And you just take it right out from under him. All right, so I guess I will go. But I mean,
what if Mace Windu?
This is just a Mace Windu pod. I mean, this is probably the most like obvious one. But what if the Jedi Order just didn't treat Anakin like shit and just like listened to him a little bit and like kind of treated him like an equal? Since he was like, if you watch Clone Wars, everything he did in there, it's like, all right, he's definitely a master, bro. He's definitely a Jedi master. He can definitely hang with the big dogs. But just maybe allow people to love a little bit, and then. And
when they wrote the cartoon, the animated show for the Clone Wars, bro, he was so ready. He was so ready.
Oh, definitely.
Like they pulled that bag,
and they're just like, nah. Like,
yeah, that's always been my one, especially with Mace Windu, because he was like the big guy saying no. I'm like, this dude's dumb.
Yeah,
I still think the Jedi get cooked though, because like. I mean, I don't know if it changes the plans to Order 66, but man, the Jedi have to be so stupid to have like the Emperor there controlling both sides of the war, just controlling everything.
That's a fact, but
he had them hook, line, and sinker already. Like it was nearing the end of that.
Yeah, but once Maul was gone and shit, he needed that next Sith Lord, and also they killed Dooku, and he helped with that and everything. He needed that next Sith. He needed that next one, and he knew he could persuade Anakin along and shit and sway him over, especially once the Padme shit happened. So it's just if fucking Jedi just didn't get on his bad side and just didn't keep pushing him away, I don't know if he would have let it get that far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Absolutely. Okay.
So you're gonna come up with one on the spot?
Me? I mean, I don't really know. Like what? I guess like maybe like what if Padme survived? Like I guess that would be a what if. Like what if she never died after giving birth? Like what if she survived to mother both kids? They both grew up together, Leia and Luke.
You don't think Vader would have found them?
Oh, he probably would have most definitely found them. But hey, it would have been like they could have made us the first Star Wars sitcom. I don't know.
It actually would have been crazy because if he knew she was alive, he would hunt down for her, and not to kill her or anything, just to be with her.
Yeah, he still loved her.
Yeah,
he still loved her at the end of the day. Like,
I think
that's what's so great about Star Wars. It was all over love, man. It was all about love.
Star Wars is basically
it's about good guys, bad guys, and love.
Shout out to everybody on what's Leia's planet? I was talking about it earlier. It's gone.
Oh.
Fuck it.
Naboo?
No, it starts with A. That's Padme's planet.
I was gonna say it's not Naboo because I thought that's what you
No.
were referring to. Alderaan?
Yeah.
Tell that to
Yeah.
everybody on there. It's all about love. They got eviscerated.
But low key,
All right.
if Padme survived, I bet you Palpatine would hunt her down to kill her just to piss
I think
off Vader.
I think Palpatine would hunt her down to kill her,
Palpatine's a
and then
dick.
See, that would have been dramatic. That would have been a good way for Darth Vader to turn back.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Because like Padme could have gone off and raised the kids in secret while he thought that she was dead, and all of a sudden rumors around the galaxy is that she's alive. So then they both go on this wicked hunt for her after Darth Vader still does everything that he does. And hey, maybe that's how he turns. I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know. Then they all go live in Naboo and they live happily ever after.
Yo,
I don't
Disney,
know.
make a what if? Come on.
Oh,
Yo, right? What if we're fucking fueling their fucking shit just because we're a fucking 500 subscriber podcast?
Yeah, they're gonna take it and be like, "Who the fuck are they?"
They don't fucking matter.
It's Disney. They'll
right.
flag our shit,
So-
get it deleted, then take our ideas.
Yeah, right. So the next segment here is that we're going to collectively rank the movies 1 through 9. So how we did this is me, James, and Matt came up with a list of our, favorite to least favorite, and I averaged it out to make one list. And
Yo, James,
ours was
real quick.
decently similar, but there's probably one thing that'll piss James off.
It's gonna
Maybe it
piss
will, maybe
James
it won't.
right off.
Oh
I feel like.
no! Oh no!
But all right, so the 9th, the worst movie that we had, and I cannot wait to roast this movie, was Star Wars Episode 8. Fair enough, right?
Yeah.
Fuck that movie.
Honestly, I enjoyed that movie at first. I ain't gonna lie, but the more I've watched it, I've hated it more and more. Like I've watched it probably 4 times since it came out, and every time I watch it, I just cringe even more and more. I think that first time I just had that Star Wars bug on me, but I just did Star Wars, so I love
It just goes against everything Star Wars, man.
So bad.
Like Leia just flying through fucking space.
Oh my god.
Finn swinging the fucking lightsaber.
Luke abandoning the Jedi
Mace
Order.
Windu's son.
Yeah.
Son.
Basically, they shitted on Luke the whole movie just for him to do some fucking stupid fucking, Jedi tricks at the end and try to make it all better. And it just, I don't know. The whole thing with Rey and fucking Kylo was really annoying, that whole movie. It was cool in 7, but I think it was really overdone in 8. Was that also the movie that Snoke died?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, they fucking killed him off as if he wasn't.
Don't learn a
shit.
damn thing.
Yep.
He jack shit. He was they treated him like a side character.
Yeah.
They killed him off in movie 8. He didn't even make it to 9.
They took away Kylo Ren's helmet, so he just looked like a dude, a goth dude that just had fucking mommy and daddy issues.
Oh my god.
It's so freaking bad, man. So bad. But all right, the 8th movie in our order, which is the second worst, is Star Wars number 9. Now, I'll give my opinion on the movie real quick. Is that I thought it at least redeemed the last 3 movies. I don't think it was totally bad. I think it fixed the mess of number 8. Doesn't mean I like the movie. I still don't like it, which is why it's really low, averaged out between all of us. But I still, because I love the end scene. I love the voices at the end. Whatever. Rey doing what she did. It was cool, but not anything too exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't shit.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the biggest problem. I was gonna save this for the one thing I would change about Star Wars, but I came up with something else. I think if they would have figured out the director problem, because J.J. Abrams,
they had 3 different directors for those 3 movies.
J.J. Abrams did 7 and 9, and
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson did 8.
Yeah, they
If
brought
they
him
would've
back to do 9.
Fuck Mr. Johnson.
The worst part about it, because J.J. Abrams couldn't do 8, is I believe he was doing something for Star Trek. Fuck that! God damn it! How do you choose Star Trek over Star Wars? But it had 2 completely different visions, where everything J.J. Abrams did for 7, Ryan Johnson ruined in fucking 8.
Yeah. And then it
Let's
just
go
left
back.
him trying to pick up the pieces.
Yeah,
in
in 9, he had to go back and retcon a bunch of shit. And just go back on 8 really quick. Fuck Rose, worst character in Star Wars history.
What is that side mission with her and Finn, bro? It's just so annoying.
I can't stand
Where are you
Rose.
guys
Like,
going? What are you guys doing? Like, get to the story.
I was cool with Rose, but she just got overdone. Like the further this shit got along,
I did not
and then
like
like in 9, she's just not shown at all, which I thought was just like crazy.
I honestly think Jar
But-
Jar Binks is smarter than her.
My boy Jar Jar.
I fucking love Jar Jar, bro.
Thank God, bro. People hate him, and I'm just like, bro, he is awesome.
People who don't like Jar Jar can't have a sense of humor or something. Like,
That's a
he's not
fact.
meant to be serious.
Yeah, and I mean, like I'm not saying they needed that character, but like it added something to the the prequels. Like I really don't understand people have real deep fucking hatred for that character.
People
bro.
won't watch the first one because he's such a pivotal part in it.
Which is crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's not like he changed the whole goddamn movie.
No,
I mean,
no.
he was in a couple important scenes, and like, yeah, but like, come on, bro. Like, you had like in the originals, you had C3PO doing dumb shit and R2D2 doing dumb shit, but we love them because they're robots. Again, I think some people are just fucking racist, bro. Like, it's
What's Jar Jar got to do with that?
pure fucking racism, man. But number 7 on our list, and I'm sorry to say this, James, but number 4, A New Hope.
I thought you were about to say number 6. I was ready to turn off my laptop.
Oh, hell no.
No,
Hell no.
no.
Hell
Wait. You put number 4 below 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I mean number 4 for me is just I get it, it's the beginning of Star Wars. We got to respect that, but that's the reason why it's not last on my list. It's for me, it's very boring. I think that the Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight is the worst fight, and I get it, it's 1977, whatever, but like it's the worst fight.
They could have done better, bro. They're legit.
Have y'all seen the person on YouTube who remastered that?
No.
Oh, yeah. Y'all gotta watch
Yeah,
that.
I have. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they should just take that scene out, put a different scene in. Let's get rid of that duel. I mean, the way they escaped was so fucking unrealistic to me.
Oh,
and I get it. It's Star Wars. The whole fucking thing is unrealistic. But, like, that specifically, every time I watch them escaping, I'm just like, especially when Luke is like, ah! Like at the end when fucking Obi-Wan gets clapped and, like, they still don't get caught. I'm sorry.
You know,
James.
many old
You
people
can
is gonna
defend
piss
4.
off. Like, I can somewhat understand. I don't understand putting it below 1 and 2, but you're gonna piss off a lot of old heads.
Oh,
with
we
this
know.
One.
Yeah, we
this
know.
is gonna
Because
piss people
I
off.
had it.
That's what our podcast is about. Because we're built different.
We're built different. And also, bro, it's just, bro, Luke is unbearable in that movie.
Yeah.
His choices, how he acts, he is unbearable. I do not like him.
Bro, the way they killed off Uncle Ben and his wife, like literally
Did you just call him
Luke
Uncle
leaves
Ben?
and comes back and there's just skeletons in their place,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
Bro, and his reaction is so just...
He's like, oh, well, I guess it's time to go with Obi-Wan.
Bro, it's so bad, bro. Sorry.
All right, but number 6 is Attack of the Clones, movie number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot wrong with this movie, no
Yeah.
lie. I just really love the Attack of the Clones. I love when the clones came in and it was Jedis.
Yeah.
Fight, like that whole battle scene.
Yeah.
I love the whole ending of the movie, like
Yeah,
the last like half
exactly.
hour.
Yeah.
The first part of the movie was dog shit, and I mean, like Anakin killing all the fucking slaves, maybe the wrong word for it. But I'll cut that out. Anakin killing all those people,
Women and children.
women and children. They were women and children, and then Padme's just like, "It's okay, papi, come impregnate me. It's
Come
okay.
here. Come on.
Let's have sex. That was hot."
Kill all the
Like,
women and children you want. You're going to kill more. It's okay.
and like that, the whole point of that scene, I felt like they didn't have to have that scene because, like, for Padme to accept Anakin after he did all that, but then kind of turn against him when he fully turned. I don't know. She could have been a badass villain next to him.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
What's somewhat important about that scene is, it kind of feeds into Anakin getting more dark side because he watched it happen to his mom. That's the main thing I take away from that.
Of course.
I don't think it turned Padme on for him to watch do that, but I don't know what she's into. So, but
I think it's very important to see him turning 100%. I think they should have had Padme react differently. That's what I think. I think they should have had her be like, "Whoa, bud.
What the fuck are you doing, dude?" Like,
slow down a bit. Calm down. Like, I think they should have had her kind of be like "Oh shit, dude, is this guy good? Like, what's going on here? Like, I love him, but he's also crazy. Like, she gotta."
Well, like I said, what gives this episode flowers for me is just the whole scene where all the Jedis are fighting together, and then the clones come in.
That's like one of the universal agreements in Star Wars that attack the clones like the last 45 minutes in the hour is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and it led to the show, and I love the show. Yeah. I think if they were to, like, I don't know, make some kind of movie from the show because the show just did it so much justice. Mm-hmm. If the show didn't exist, I don't think I'd be high on this movie at all. But because the show exists, I love it. I
don't think if the show didn't exist, people wouldn't have gotten back on the side of the prequels because the show does a lot for the prequels.
Oh yeah,
it does. A lot. Because so many people in the early 2000s really disliked those prequels.
Oh,
and then as Clone Wars was coming out and shit, and then
I remember having to defend Revenge of the Sith to my fucking grave almost every day of living.
Then once the next trilogy series came out, the recent one, it made people even more fall back into the prequels of they're not that bad comparatively to what we're getting right now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So next movie, number 5, is The Phantom Menace. So just to defend why I put it up in the middle spot is just because, I mean, coming back after 20, 30 years, I don't think the movie was garbage. Some people think it was garbage. I thought it was good. I thought it had a real good Star Wars feel for not, having written anything Star Wars for so long. Introduced us to a lot of great characters. I thought Obi-Wan was perfect in this movie. I thought the Anakin as a kid, while you can say like the little blonde kid was completely different from, the Anakin that just appears in episode 2. I feel like they could have like a little episode of something that shows how he dyed his hair, because I want to know how that came to be. Like if Padme was like, "Ew, I don't like kids with blonde hair, ew," or something. And he's like, "Oh, I must get Padme," and dyes his hair brown or something.
that little kid got so much hate from that movie, he quit acting. Like, Star Wars fans are dicks sometimes, but he's just a kid, man.
And I don't know, like I thought they did good because it kind of just showed exactly how smart Anakin was and like how much potential that he had. And it's like, if you go and if you watch 3 to 1 and you see what he became and how like everything happened, and you go to 1, it's just like, it's a little heartbreaking. Like, damn, this like perfect little kid became Darth Vader and killed millions of people and destroyed planets. And
I had it. I have Phantom Menace about right there. Anyway, I don't know, man. Fucking Darth Maul. It's Darth Maul. It's so like one of the best villains that we don't get to see enough of until you watch other stuff. But at that time, it's just like the only thing wrong with that movie, in my opinion, is really just the CGI. It's just dog shit. 'Cause it's the late 90s.
1999, I believe.
Yeah,
98.
So it's just like it's dog shit. But sadly, also, within that same time span, we have movies like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, who do CGI really well. So it's still like, all right, could have done better, guys. But it's just, I feel like that
could have done way better for. Like, I'll agree. Like with what James is probably about to say, like that movie's ass, and like I'll agree. Like there's so many ass components of that movie. Like they could have been done way better.
Could have been done way better, but I still love that shit.
I know I have it ranked low on mine, but when it comes to Star Wars, I don't really hate any Star Wars movie besides Episode 8. I'm getting to the point where I actually hate that movie. But
Dude, I despise.
Yeah.
I watched that. I think me and Matt watched it together in theaters, and boy, was I roasting that movie as it was playing. I was like, "What the fuck am I
Nah,
watching?"
it
bro.
started
I'm
off so
telling you,
bad,
when
bro, with the
Leia,
mom jokes and stuff, and like the jokes they were doing with the captains and whatnot, was so bad.
bro, when
It was
I'm
such
telling you, Leia flies back to this ship. This man,
I was like, "What the fuck?" Mad loud in the movie theater. I was like, "What the fuck?"
But yeah, for episode 1, I don't think nearly as bad as people say. Like I said, I love majority of Star Wars movies. I think they're all good in different ways. Most of them. Just comparing it to the other ones is just it fell low on my list.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. So number 4 might be a surprise to some, but I'll defend this movie to the death of me. Number 7, episode 7, the first one of the sequels. The reason why I like it is just because, I don't know, like the opening scene I thought was perfect to get us back into it. The blood on the clone trooper helmet, Finn turning, we get to meet, Poe. It's just like, I love it. Like, I love it. There's just some, like, Kylo Ren actually looked kick-ass in this movie.
hell yeah.
I thought the final fight scene in the movie, I thought him killing his dad was fucking badass. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't enjoy it in theaters just because I was spoiled that part of the movie before actually going to see it, which sucked. Yeah, I just saw, like, literally, I saw a picture on Facebook of, like, the red lightsaber through his chest.
I would have
like,
if I would have seen that, bro.
Okay.
That's tough because I didn't even see Force Awakens in theaters. I saw it a few months later at my friend's house. I ain't have nothing spoiled. I don't know, because maybe I just wasn't looking for it, so it wasn't spoiled for me. Because when I watched that movie, bro, when Han died, I was like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah, dude, I remember when he walked on that platform, I'm like, no.
The thing is, too, when he walked onto the platform, I'm like, something, he's about to get done up, isn't he? And then, when it happened, I was just like, whoa.
You want to know what's the craziest part about the sequel trilogy also? The last person to die was Leia, and she's the only one that actually died in real life.
Yeah.
I've always found that crazy. I feel like in 7, I when she flew out the ship, I thought that was their way of killing her off, which I thought was fucking lame. But I feel okay, they just had to do what they had to do because Carrie Fisher died. Nope, she became Superman.
And just fucking fly through space.
I like how we keep on going back to the hate on episode 8. Like we just keep on going back into that.
Because episode 8, like, really, like, because 7 came out, and I'm like, okay, like, let's go. They did it. Like, Star Wars is back. I thought they were going to ruin this whole fucking shit, and they did it the next movie anyway. They just, like, because, I'm not saying 7 was, I think I liked 7 more because I only saw 3 in theaters, and I was, like, fucking 7 years old, so I didn't really get that, theater experience until, like, 7 came out, and for it to be a good movie, I had the collector's popcorn thing and the cup, and I'm sitting there like the fucking fat ass I was.
Oh, man,
it was beautiful.
Yeah, same thing, because, like, my birthday is May the 4th, and my birthday is Star Wars Day, so, like, I was like,
fuck.
How do you reveal this information now?
It just hit in my head. I totally forgot to say that. But yeah, my birthday is May the 4th. Like, that's like 100% my birthday, and I just oh yeah. I remember when episode 3. Like I said, I was only like 5 years old when episode 3 came out, and the amount of hype I had going into that.
And no doubt, I was hyped going into that movie, but like I was a kid, so like I didn't really fully understand everything that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But like, fuck, man, like 7, like that was like my first, like, that was it. But number 3, so we're getting into our top 3 now. This top 3 we all agreed on almost. I think Matt was the only one that was different. His second and third was flipped. So we all have an agreement on the best movie, which is cool. But number 3, based on consensus, is Star Wars Episode 5. So great movie. Like. Yeah. For me, like, I love Cloud City. I love when Darth Vader revealed that he was fucking Luke's dad. Well, not fucking Luke's dad, but he is Luke's dad.
Yeah, I was like, hey, yo, wait, what? Did I miss that part?
Luke going on a whole separate journey. It's just it was a great movie. Like there was so much there. Yeah. What do you guys have to say about it? It was just greatness
I'll say
for an
for
old
me,
movie.
I'll just explain why I had it 2 rather than 3 like you guys had. It's just for me, it's the introduction to Yoda. Then also it's the one of the biggest, most quoted reveals of all time. I'm your
Mhm.
father. He figures out that he's related with Leia. It's just there's so many things going on. Then like not just meeting Yoda, but the training with Yoda, him on his own mission, the other crew on theirs. We got Lando, the Cloud City. It's just I love Cloud City, bro. So
I
it's
love
just
Cloud City.
yeah. So
Cosby is
I
dope.
don't know, that movie just resonates with me a little bit more than given it's our top. It's my top 3. So you
Mhm.
could throw them in any order. I'm fine with it. But like I would, yeah. I just got Empire one up.
Yeah, for me, it was hard to pick between this one of my top 2. Like I was going back and forth. I know I was doing
Yeah,
when I was texting Saxby the list because I've done this. I've done my top list a million times and tends to change. And this one, top 3 always stays the same. And it's
Yeah.
just I wish I was around when it first came out because I can only imagine that pop or that hype when Darth
yeah.
Vader says that. Like I've talked to my dad about that, but he was very young at that time when it came out. Like I could only imagine just sitting in theater. This is time where spoilers
Right, and all
don't
of a sudden, out of
affect.
nowhere, Darth Vader's like,
Yeah,
"I'm your father."
yeah. Like, shit would've-
I could only imagine, dude. The only thing that I'll say that didn't really make sense was that how Leia, like, I don't know if she used the Force or whatever to feel where Luke was after Luke got clapped by Darth Vader,
That's what it was. Yeah,
yeah, it was the Force.
but they didn't have the Force enough to know that they were brother and sister, and prevent all the
yeah. They
weirdness
got
in
similar
Episode
Force
4.
energy, bro.
You know,
Come
sometimes
on.
in Star Wars, common sense ain't a thing. Like if you go back to Episode 2, you think they should be able to figure out that Jango Fett was talking with Count Dooku. You should be like maybe you shouldn't trust this guy who does all our clones. Maybe
Right.
Yeah, right.
sometimes the Jedi
He just looked
senses.
super sketchy, like just.
Yeah.
He's the only one there who just has his own ship and he has a whole fucking suit with rockets and shit, But he's a great guy. Let's trust that guy. But number 2, Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. I mean, a beautiful end to a beautiful original Star Wars trilogy. I think for me, this movie couldn't have been written any better. I have like 0 flaws
Mhm.
with this movie. The end of it with the party and the Force ghosts.
Oh, the Force Ghost is great.
Darth
Especially once
Vader
they added
fulfilling his.
Anakin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Darth Vader after when they added Anakin into
Hayden
the
Christensen as in
DVD
it?
releases
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah, I love that.
So
Go ahead.
go ahead. No, you finish what you had to say.
I have no idea what I was gonna say.
Oh, so
But I'm just hyped. We're talking Star Wars. I'm fucking hyped, brother.
With the Force Ghost, it said he do stuff in the future. Do y'all think that Ian McGregor should now just be the Force Ghost instead of obviously Alec McGuinness is dead? Do you see any problem with Ian McGregor taking that place? I see no problem with it. When I think of Obi-Wan, I don't think of Alec McGuinness. I think of Ian McGregor.
No. Yeah,
I piss off
fully
a lot
agree.
of old folks.
I'm in the middle. The reason why I'm
They're
in the
almost
middle
dead
is
anyway.
Yeah.
like the reason why I'm in the middle is because like I mean that guy was in the original Star Wars trilogy. You know what I mean? Like with Anakin, they could kind of get away with it because like the actor that they used, like he was shown for like 30 seconds talking to Luke with a busted up face and everything. Like I can see that. I mean, it would be cool on like a little separate release seeing that shit. That would be awesome.
Well, not necessarily changing Episode 6. I don't think they should do that. Just I guess say
from future now on.
Yeah, in a future movie or whatever, they want to use a Force Ghost Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
change
no,
Episode
I don't
6.
think-
Yeah,
Of course, hell yeah.
Go back
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
change Episode 6 because that would just be that to me. That would be disrespectful.
Yeah,
he was
that
already
would
in it. That
You
was
know-
his trilogy, and then you're throwing him in place.
Oh, fuck
Also-
this guy.
But if you also be technical, Alec McGuinness hates Star Wars. The guy who played Ben Kenobi
Yeah.
he can't stand Star Wars. So
I
fuck
can't
him
stand
anyways.
him.
Yeah,
How about
fuck him.
that?
Holy shit!
No, but yeah, like that movie was great. Like I really loved, Luke and Darth Vader kind of like fighting, but at the same time talking through their shit. I like the scene where they destroyed the second version of the Death Star as opposed to when they destroyed the Death Star the first time.
Mhm.
I thought that scene was just a lot more crazier. It was a great movie. Like they were cooking back in the day, man, with
Hell
that
yeah.
one. Yeah, absolutely.
So good. Oh.
Yeah. And number one,
Oh.
come on. It's Revenge of the Sith.
Come on.
And if anybody disagrees, fuck you.
Yeah, dude,
like,
such a
come
good
on.
movie. Like, that's beyond
Revenge
for
of
me.
the Sith is the best movie it's my favorite movie ever.
Exactly.
Not even just Star Wars.
Exactly.
Ever.
I was just about to say the same thing. That's beyond my favorite Star Wars movie. That's my favorite movie of all time. Like,
Yeah.
Next week on May 4th, again, I'm usually pretty busy with my birthday doing stuff. I always make time to watch that movie.
Yo, bro, I'll watch it with you. Let's do it.
I'm down.
Let's go. I mean, just such a beautiful movie. I mean,
Hell
like what that movie accomplished was one of the hardest things because you had the original franchise come out 4, 5, 6, and then 30 years later now you're trying to finish off the prequel and you had to tie in so many stories and so many loopholes and they did it perfectly. I don't care what anybody says. Hayden Christensen, I don't care about his acting performance in episode 2. Episode 3, he fucking bodied it.
Bro.
And he played Anakin perfect. Everything was great.
Mhm.
From the battles. I mean, like, Anakin versus Obi-Wan is one of the best fight scenes in any movie ever.
Fuck yeah.
Yoda versus Sheev Palpatine was just fucking great. I don't know why I called him Sheev.
Yeah.
But like it was great. You had just so much, like just the whole process of Anakin turning that whole movie. God damn it, man! Like it's just good versus evil. It makes me emotional sometimes now that I watch it as I'm getting older. I don't know why, but it's so good, man. It's so good.
That ending battle, it does get you emotional. It's him and Anakin and Obi-Wan, with that final goodbye. That shouldn't get you emotional. I can see it.
I love
if you watch
Anakin.
if you watch 1, 2, all of the fucking Clone Wars animated show, and then you jump into 3, oh my god.
Nah, yeah, if you watch all of the Clone Wars, then do 3, oh my god.
Yeah.
And especially because Clone Wars writes, so what they did with their last season was just so good because they wrote complete stories of Ahsoka, Darth Maul, and what they were doing while all that shit was going on, and the beautiful battle that they had, and how they kind of went their separate ways while all that was going on.
Yo, and Ahsoka, once Order 66 hits, she's a fucking menace, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah. And episode 3 just did so much for this Star Wars franchise in general.
I mean,
I'm
just glad Hayden Christensen is now finally getting the love he deserved. Like that man got so much hate, and now
hate.
Well, it was like a year or 2 ago, he was at a Comic-Con or whatever, and the crowd was chanting for him. Like he was literally on stage, like he teared up because he received so much hate, and now he has certain energy, after the years of hate, now being loved and seeing people actually appreciate what we did, it means a lot to him. And seeing him come back for the Ahsoka show, seeing him, go as Vader in the Obi-Wan show, it just
that Obi-Wan show, man.
The
only thing that ever really make me cry is that Obi-Wan show, bro. Dude. And it's funny because my fiance was sitting on the couch and I was watching it with her because it came out. And fucking, I'm just yo, look at this. She has no idea what's going on. I'm oh! I'm just tearing up and shit because that final scene, after they fucking fight and they're they finally have a conversation, and I'm just
yeah. Bro, I had to pause it. Because when he got his mask sliced and they showed the face, I had to pause it. I had to regroup myself. I'm I'm not ready for this.
Oh yeah.
We've been ready for it for so long. That's why we watched the show, but we just weren't ready when it came to it.
Man.
Oh man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's our list.
Yeah.
Tell
Any
us
other
what you
opinions
hate
on
about
Revenge
it.
of the Sith?
Huh?
Any other opinions on Revenge of the Sith?
It's just
perfect.
It's peak, bro. It's peak.
Perfect. I couldn't change a thing about. I want the director's cut because apparently it's like another hour and a half of cut footage. I would pay fucking
an hour and a half.
Yeah,
I'd pay $50 to sit in theaters to watch that.
Apparently, it was supposed to be like a 5-hour movie that had to get cut down. Man, dude, I would pay so much money to see all that.
Did you think they actually filmed him killing the kids?
I wonder. Man,
I wonder.
That's one of the deleted scenes. Imagine that's an hour of the deleted scenes was him killing the kids.
Oh
imagine. My God. You think it took him an hour? Bro, I think the only gripe I have with Revenge is just wish my son Mace Windu would have survived it.
He got what he deserved. Now I'm gonna fuck you up, Matt, because fucking Mace Windu deserved what he fucking got, and I'll stand by that.
He did. He 100% did.
Because, bro, Anakin's like, I think I should come with you because, this guy's pretty fucking powerful. And Mace Windu's like,
nah.
No, stay here. You're not ready. Like, you need all the help you can get, guy.
Like he didn't even call
you not understand? Like, this guy completely fooled the entire Jedi Order. And now you're going to go with these fucking weak assholes to go arrest this guy? All right, yeah, fuck you. I'll be there in 5 minutes to fuck you up.
Now, let's go. I want to hear, there's a big theory that Palpatine could have easily killed Mace Windu. And the reason why he struggled is that he wanted to make himself look weak to help turn Anakin. Yeah. I love that theory.
I heard that, and I think that's very true. Very true.
I think, he was powerful to the point where I think he knew the outcome of what was kind of going to happen there. So, yeah, man.
I think Palpatine in that state was strong enough to beat either of them if shit went sideways. I think
what was
Palpatine
beautiful?
Strong enough to do any of that.
What was really beautiful to me about that scene is that's kind of how Darth Vader threw him down the fucking the thing in Episode 6 was like he was getting electrocuted because he was trying to fucking electrocute Luke. But
Also on Palpatine, I didn't notice until like late into my adult life. I didn't know if y'all noticed. I did not know it was the same actor in the trilogy from the Episode 6. I did not know that.
Yeah, I knew that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. That's incredible. That's a lot of time to pass.
He just had so much shit on him in the original trilogy that it's just like you couldn't even tell. And then now he's just older, but he always was old. So
bro, he cooked the Jedis, man.
Yeah, he did.
He really fucking
single-handedly, pretty much.
He absolutely just wiped his ass with the Jedi. All right, so real quick, what is your favorite movie / show besides the numerical order? And you can't pick Obi-Wan because we all love Obi-Wan.
I'm going Rogue One.
I'll agree with that. I love Mandalorian, but Rogue One was like, because they kind of failed with a lot of movies that weren't, the numerical order ones. I thought Rogue One was a really breath of fresh air. It felt like Star Wars too.
Yeah.
And I just, it was
stuck
beautiful.
It stuck to kind of like the Star Wars mold. It doesn't have a happy ending at all at the end. Everybody gets murked. And then it also gives, the answers the question of why the fuck was the Death Star, like, why to have that one thing that can blow it the fuck up, and it's motherfucker set it up that way. So, it answers questions, and then also you get one of the most menacing Darth Vader scenes ever with that hallway sequence, and so, it's just, I can't
believe they recreated that in Mandalorian with Luke.
Yeah, if I learned anything from Disney, don't fuck with a Skywalker in the hallway. They will fuck you up.
I think that's just a great one-off movie that like is just within that universe, 100%.
That's fair. That's fair.
What do you got, James?
Mine's Mandalorian. Like to me, Mando, like, especially season 2. Like season 2 Mando. Besides that stupid fucking egg episode, that one I didn't like. But everything else in Mando 2 is just so. Season 2 specifically is so damn good. Like we talked about earlier, that the finale episode with Luke coming, like that shit. Like I got out of my seat. So I saw it, and you see the fighter come in. I'm like, who's coming to save him? And then, you see in the hallway, and you see that fucking green saber. I'm like, no fucking
Yeah,
way,
I was
man.
not seeing that coming whatsoever.
That CGI was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's powerful as hell.
Yeah, and then they play with your emotions a little bit with Mando saying goodbye to Grogu.
Mm-hmm.
And, that shit. Yeah, Mando, I love
right.
the Mandalorian.
I'm putting you on the spot, James. Write the next Star Wars movie.
Okay, easy. Darth Revan. We need so much more information about Darth Revan. I know they have Knights of the Old Republic with him, but I actually have never played that game.
A lot of people aren't in tune, James. A lot of people aren't in tune.
No. There's so much stuff with Darth Revan. Like, he's almost like Anakin before Anakin. He was a Jedi turned Sith, but then he turned back to if I'm correct, there's still stuff I don't know. There's still a lot of stuff with Revan I don't know. You can do a whole trilogy.
Bro, the lore around Star Wars, bro,
it's
never ending. You can do so much. So much with it, bro.
Just off of
I
backstory.
found out only a couple years ago. That there's so many books to Star Wars.
Yeah, Legends, bro.
Like I was showing Matt, like one of the books shows you all the books that are made for Star Wars, and there has to be like hundreds, like over 100 at least.
Yeah, I knew there was books. I like the ones you have and you showed me. I knew those existed. I knew Legends existed, but I didn't know how many there were. I
now
had
they
no
have their
clue
own
how many
comics,
there were.
And they're so crazily written. Like the Darth Plagueis one that I got. Like if you read like the first chapter, that you're like, wow, like
yeah, it's a good one.
It's deep. Yeah, but I'll write the next movie. So I've said it before. I need a dark movie. I need it where the Jedis are just fucking dying, and Darth Vader is literally able to do so much damage, and he's hunting them down, and like the Sith are just running rampant, and it's like a Saw movie, like like the humans are like how the humans are just dying effortlessly, like these are the Jedi now, like the Jedi are getting hunted down and squashed. Like it's gory, it's depressing, it's fucking savage. Like I think Star Wars needs that one real and I get it. Star Wars is, I guess you could say, for the kids, but like, man, fuck them kids.
You want a manhunt movie? That is
movie, bro.
Tough.
And if not, the book that I showed you, Matt, I think with the story of Darth Plagueis,
Plagueis.
I think I think the book was amazing. The whole story behind it is great. It shows Darth Sidious by his side and growing against him. I think that as a movie would be solid, because do I think the Emperor has done justice in Star Wars? Yes, but not to exactly how powerful he was, especially when he was just a little bit younger.
Yeah. 100%. Y'all wanna
Oh yeah, you said you were smoking
my bullshit.
Mace Windu.
No, this ain't Mace Windu, but y'all want
Mace Windu grows a family.
All right, so real quick, did y'all ever hear the theory that Jar Jar Binks was a Sith? Well, here it is, boys. Jar Jar Binks works his way up into the galactic capital of Naboo, undercover as a Sith Lord, and then goes fucking bananas and breaks character and is not a funny dude no more.
Turn all this shit off. It's like,
bro, y'all don't want to see Jar Jar Binks? What are y'all talking about?
No way.
Bro, I just spit my fucking water out, man. Fuck.
I feel like Jar Jar Binks could fuck some motherfuckers up.
Misa Jar Jar, Misa whooping your ass.
Bro, the puns that would come with that is fucking amazing. That's my idea. I don't know how y'all feel about it.
Give it to me. I need it. Now I need it in my life.
Yeah, no one thought they needed Jar Jar as a Sith Lord. I do. I need it.
Oh, shit.
I did that for she said she would watch that.
That's what I'm saying, Deja. Come on now. Jar Jar Binks as a Sith Lord. Fucking motherfuckers up. Hell yeah.
All right, my bad. I'm back because that was crazy. I didn't expect that. All right, so we wrote all our movies.
Son doesn't want to hear no parts more of mine, and I'm fine with it. Leave it at that.
All right, so if you could change one thing about Star Wars, what it would be?
It's the Star Wars community, the fan base. There's some toxic motherfuckers out there. Like I said, I don't like Rose and whatnot, but like I know the actors that played her got so many death threats and whatnot.
Oh my god, bro! So
like,
much,
bro. Like I said, I don't like the character, but like that actress is just doing her job. Like ain't no hate, and like I said earlier, they made the person who played Anakin in Episode 1, that dude quit acting, had to go to therapy. And it's just, man.
Yeah, and that's back when, bro, that's back in the 70s. There wasn't even social media back then. And he quit acting. Oh, no, you're talking about...
Not yet, the 90s.
Still, though.
Still, social media
was no
not...
Twitter or nothing back then in the 90s,
Yeah.
bro. Like, Episode 1, come on now.
There's just so much stuff now. I feel like the community itself, it's almost similar to wrestling sometimes. I swear, my two favorite things have the most toxic fucking communities.
100%.
People are just at each other's throats for unnecessary
It goes
reasons.
Wrestling, Star Wars, Cowboys. Like, that's toxic fan base. That's it right there.
Like, I always say, just love Star Wars, man. Star Wars is Star Wars. Yeah,
Oh my god, man, that was fucking beautiful.
I wish the community would just not be so uptight.
That'll be a funny short. Me, the one thing... Wait, did you say what you could change? Just the fan base?
Yeah.
Okay. So me, one thing I would change is, no incest in my movies. Get the kissing scene out of here.
So bad. That part was cool.
What were they thinking?
Well, no. So this is the thing.
Did they not have a plan for the next two movies when they made that first one?
George Lucas, when he wrote it, he straight up said this in an interview. He thought it was going to be a one-off movie.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't planning on picking it back up. So when it was a massive success, they picked it
I don't
back
believe
up.
that.
And
I don't believe
he said
that.
other people were writing the script when they brought him back in.
Oh yeah.
And
something else.
that they were the ones who made it to where Darth Vader is their father, and
No.
these two are siblings. He said that was not him.
Yeah. George Lucas.
I mean, I only don't believe that because like they left that ending with like a cliffhanger, like Darth Vader, chasing after the ship and shit. Like
Maybe George Lucas just, maybe he
just
thought there could be more. That's why he left it like that. But he wasn't the one who wrote it in that they're siblings. That's all.
fuck, man.
No incest in my movies. Get it out of here.
So, I mean, the one thing that I'd realistically change is I would redo 7, 8, and 9. I mean, specifically 8 and 9. But I would redo 7, 8, and 9. Honestly, I'd go even as far as to say that I would make 7, 8, and 9 a prequel to the prequel. Like, I would honestly tell the story of the Knights of the Old Republic. I would tell, the origin stories there. Like, fuck. I mean, I just wouldn't do that. But
I just
realistically, the movies exist. I gotta accept them that they exist. I can't go as far to erase them. So I just want to have killed Darth Maul off so fast. I think like he could have had a pivotal part at least in episode 2. That would have been great.
Yeah.
And I get it. We needed Dooku to have a role and Dooku to come in and whatever. But I think Darth Maul getting written off so fast, I think they could have done way more with him in the movies. Why introduce us to such a badass character?
Character.
Honestly,
just for him to get cut in half.
I think they could have played out Darth Maul for the first 3 movies and just not have Dooku at all. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Somewhat would have worked too. Have that same situation.
Dooku, in my opinion, is my least. I mean, I don't hate him, but he's probably my least favorite character.
The reason they wanted that is it's just another way that the Emperor was gaining control over Anakin, killing Dooku. Shit like that. So it's just like, I get it again, because what, were you going to have him kill Maul in the second one, or were you going to try to drag him on to the third? Because they needed to have the Emperor kind of seduce the mind of Anakin coming to the dark side little by little, and Count Dooku was one of those reasons, or ways. Yeah. But I do agree because I love Darth Maul.
Yeah.
First sight I ever saw of a Star Wars film, woke up in a theater, saw that motherfucker. So it's just like, love that motherfucker.
That wasn't scary to you?
Oh no, I was terrified then. But as rewatching growing up, I'm like, oh, he's lit. He's the evil looking Spider-Man.
I just like, for me, like, again, and I'm not saying I hate Count Dooku, but it's just like, it's an old man that does Pilates, fancily swinging the lightsaber. Like, I just
yeah, bro. It's just like, but that's the time. That's
I know. No, that was his style. Like, he was just
it was
fancy
his style,
with it,
but it would have looked better in like with today's magic.
Well, then again, thank God for that Clone Wars series because they did Dooku justice.
Yeah.
Now
that.
I gotta ask y'all, what's y'all's opinion on Rey? I see Rey gets a lot of hate. What's y'all's opinion?
Beautiful.
I think Rey.
It's just a product of the stigma with the movies. The actress played Rey correctly, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but she wasn't given much to work with.
No,
it's just like everything in those.
Like movies. Anakin, for example.
Yes. Yeah. So it's just like I don't put the hatred because there is hatred on her. She almost quit acting because of it, but.
Apparently,
I'm cool with her,
and I think that's why I also don't like 8 and 9 as much as I do as well because I personally love Rey, the character. I think like the design of her, the look of her, the yellow lightsaber, whatever have you, like it was all great. And it's the same thing I feel with Kylo Ren, like the look of him, the actor choice, like the lightsaber, the different lightsaber that he had, the red that looked like a sword. I think everything was great. It just was written so fucking poorly.
Yeah. Speaking of lightsabers, that one where I can't remember if it's an 8 or 9, where there's a vision as Rey as a Sith, and she has that one lightsaber that fucking like it's like a jab, and it turns into a dual blade. That shit's so fucking cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's like one of the
They've
coolest
upped their game on this on like the sabers, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'm glad you asked that question because, like, I personally love Rey. It's just,
because she's getting a sequel trilogy. Like the next trilogy is gonna be around Rey and the Jedi she raises.
She's gonna bring kind of like what Luke was doing, trying to raise his own squad of fucking Jedi, and so he tried to kill his nephew, whatever. But she's going to do her own version of that, apparently, and it's supposed to start.
And apparently, we got to mention these two people before we, forget about them. I think Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are in charge of that. And Dave Filoni,
I know
Jon Favreau.
The two goats!
Yeah, dude, those two.
They need it
done for Star Wars. Yeah, I love Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau.
Them two gentlemen are scrumptious when it comes to Star Wars.
They are. The fans,
Jon Favreau is in everything, bro. He's one of the main producers of Marvel. He produced the live-action Lion King live-action.
He was in a whole bunch of stupid-ass movies.
He did
everything Disney. That motherfucker goes crazy on.
Yeah, bright mind. So, well, let's move on. We have just a couple more things, and we're gonna get off your screens. Let's do a Star Wars draft.
Fuck. Mace Windu, number 1 pick. No.
So, how should I determine
before
the
we get
order?
this way, is Darth Vader and Anakin 1 pick, right? 1 pick?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that because I was like, is Anakin his own person, or are we putting him with Darth? And he said, yeah, Darth Vader.
All right, I'm gonna do a name randomizer. I won't cheat.
We're drafting cheat his ass.
Drafting 5, right?
Yeah. He's about to cheat. I'm gonna throw a fit.
Because this is important.
Goddamn right. This number 1 pick does a lot.
Okay, whatever. All right, James, Matt, me, whatever.
Okay.
All right, James, go ahead. Darth Vader, yada yada.
That's my number 1 pick. Darth Vader, Anakin. That's number 1 pick.
All right, let's start. Say your number 1 pick is Darth Vader for short purposes.
Yep, my number 1 pick is Darth Vader, Anakin. I don't have to go in the description. We talked about it earlier.
I respect that. I fuck with that. So I'm next.
Yep, Mace Windu.
Nah, I'm going Yoda. Going Yoda. Got to.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Mace Windu. Psych, nah.
Oh fuck! You're playing against me, OD.
All right. Well, I'm going to go
Yep. Do it.
I already know.
Darth Bane. If you guys don't know who Darth Bane is, look him up. He's very fucking powerful.
That's your number one?
Yeah, Darth Bane. I
You
love
could
Darth
have
Bane.
picked him, lower because we wouldn't have said it.
I think, yeah.
Hey, and I'm going Emperor. Emperor Palpatine.
Emperor Palpatine. So he's leaving me. So you're going Bane and Palpatine.
Yes, sir.
That's stacked as
Fuck.
far as power. But
I think
he's
you're about
leaving
to
me
take
Luke Skywalker. Okay, Luke.
Oh, okay. Well, I got two here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got Obi-Wan.
Ah,
I didn't think I was getting back around to Obi-Wan.
I wanted him next, but yeah. I couldn't not take Luke, bro. I had to take Luke.
Yeah, that's fair. That's my next one. I'm going Darth Maul. Dude,
Yep. Fuck.
Oh,
Damn.
I don't know. Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Obi-Wan. That's a crazy start. Go ahead,
That's
Matt.
a crazy squad.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm
So
just
here I do it. I'm taking Mace Windu.
Shocker. Okay. Wow, kind of fucked myself. Okay.
You're almost your time's up.
Whoa. Darth Plagueis, however you pronounce it. The Wise. And
So I'm just picking all people from the freaking Legends books.
Yeah. Which ain't necessarily bad.
I'll go with Qui-Gon. I'll go with Qui-Gon for
Oh, that's my next pick. Shit.
All right, go for it, Matt. You're up, big dog.
Fuck. I didn't think you were gonna fucking snipe.
Ooh, that was a sweat.
All right, so then. All right, I'm going to Ahsoka.
Ooh,
Going to Ahsoka.
That's good.
I almost picked her instead of Qui-Gon.
Ah.
I was debating between the two. All right, James, I think this is your last two picks.
Yep. And my fourth pick is gonna be Darth Revan. Got him.
Yeah,
on the
I'm
squad.
sure. Yeah.
And I'm literally looking at my Star Wars poster right now.
James didn't even come in with a list, and he beat our ass. Me and Matt were sitting here. Oh,
Bro, I got like 20 names down for grabs.
I just got a poster. Let's go. You know what? Are we going only Jedis?
No, you can do whoever.
Force users? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that means you can pick Han Solo. Come on.
No, fuck it. I'm going Bubble Fett for some air support.
Hey.
Okay. That's cool.
Hey. I was thinking about him.
That weakens your team. I like it. That weakens your team.
You get one more?
No,
that was his two.
Oh, he said two. Oh, he said Revan. Yeah, okay. All right, so shit. So do I take Han Solo? No, I'm taking Kylo.
That's good.
You wanted Kylo. I know you did.
Yeah. All right. Well, I would go with General Grievous, but Obi-Wan really fucking slapped him up in episode 3.
Cooked him, bro.
Yeah.
I could go Mandalorian, but I already just fucking roasted you for picking fucking Boba
You gotta
Fett.
take a Force user, bro.
So I'm gonna go with another person that's very underrated. Oh, there's two people that are underrated.
She was about to say R2D2.
No, I was actually thinking C-3PO to unlock extra doors in Lego Star Wars.
Hey!
I'm going to BB-8.
Last pick is so sweaty. I'm gonna go with Star Killer, and the reason is because from the old PS4 game. Yeah, I almost went
thinking of him in this.
Fuck.
Another person you guys weren't thinking of that I almost picked too was Asajj Ventress, but I went with Star Killer for he was just broken. So
I wasn't thinking about the games or nothing.
I didn't think Star Killer's a good one, man. That would have made my list.
That's why I saved him for last and not Darth Vader.
Phenomenal! Holy shit! Good.
Because if I would have said him, it would have opened up a lot of cans of beans.
You got a ridiculous amount of heavy hitters, so fuck you. But also fair play.
Mm-hmm.
Fair play.
Yeah. And I'm like thankful that James picked fucking Boba Fett because that like weakened his like amazing team.
Yeah, his first
So
3 were like stacked.
we'll leave it for you guys to vote on. That'll be an interesting vote. So to carry us out of here, why don't we write the next Star Wars video game? We were supposed to have a Star Wars video game discussion, but we're running low on time. So why don't we just write the next Star Wars video game and call it a wrap? Because this episode, honestly,
I love this. Yeah, I love this, bro.
Shaq could keep on going.
If y'all fuck
Right?
with 2, more to come.
Yeah, I would love.
Absolutely.
Video games would take probably there's so much to talk about video games, so we can do almost a.
I want to
we can
review
do-
some
we can do
video
our own
games with
episode
you guys. That would be
just on
fire.
Star Wars video games.
Yeah, Star Wars video games.
And we could get
I
Wolfie
Okay,
on
bet.
this too.
Bet. But all right. So who wants to go first, right, in the next Star Wars video game?
Well, I'll go first because you kind of got your revenge for me taking your hot take. My next Star Wars video game was gonna be a Darth Vader video game, like a damn near a very deep, dark game, like damn near rated M of just hunting down.
Hell
the
yeah,
Jedi
you
and
have
going
to.
fucking crazy. Like I don't know if y'all played the Darth Vader VR game. It does a little bit, but nothing too crazy. That's more of an experience than anything. But man, I could just imagine like a 40-hour game, very similar to like how Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order is.
Yeah,
just being Vader, like, cause those video games made him look fucking dude. He is a beast in the video game. So just playing as him, and going through so many different planets and hunting down Jedi. Maybe you have that one last battle with Mace Windu. Put your boy in there, Matt.
that's all I wanted to hear. So put some respect on Mace Windu. I just wanted somebody else to co-sign him.
Go ahead, Matt. Go
I
ahead.
feel like you got something probably really good cooked up, so I'm just gonna throw mine out there. But I was kind of I wanted a Darth Maul open world, but exactly Jedi Survivor style.
Yo, show him how he came back to life after fucking falling in the hole.
The whole Clone Wars of story arc of him, that in a video game format, but way more fleshed out. Fleshed out. That's what I was thinking of.
So what I'm going with, and yeah, of course, I have like this big expansive idea, and I have elements from a lot of different games here. So I'm thinking of one massive open world game where there's all the Star Wars planets. So I'm thinking of like Starfield. So like No Man's Sky, like you can spawn on any of these planets at any time. So depending on what planet you start on is how you progress through the game as that character. Each one is unique to each planet. Like if you start in Coruscant, you could start in the Jedi Temple, or you can even start in the slums. Like you can go and you could be randomly fucking birthed to Kamino as like a fucking clone trooper. Who the fuck knows? It's all randomized.
Star Racer at fucking Tatooine.
Exactly. But if you don't like it, you get to like kind of kill your character, start a new life. But you could start as a Jedi, you could start as a Sith sometimes, eventually. So like what I would take from like a Red Dead Redemption kind of game is the steps that you take through the game determines whether you turn into a Jedi or a Sith. So like there's like a meter, like you do good deeds, you can push yourself towards, Jedi. You do bad things, you push yourself towards the Sith. You could travel and learn different abilities that I would take like from Harry Potter, where you kind of travel through Hogwarts and shit, and you learn these different things. But what I would take from the EC universe is that there would be a PvP online mode where there's nothing but like there's a base with Siths and there's a base with heroes, and you could do missions and you can meet up and just fucking randomly fight each other, and you just grow your character and just fucking just madness, bro. And if they make this game, I'm gonna cream.
Bro, somebody listen, bro.
Somebody got Bethesda.
We need everybody on this, bro. We need Bethesda on this. We need Rockstar on this. We need everybody on this.
Bro, imagine Rockstar making a Star Wars video. They would be the ones to do that shit.
That's everything. And like when you travel through these planets, you can collect materials. You can like get new outfits. You can get like new lightsaber parts. Like if you play the game long enough, you could be this like really fucking OP character. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the more you reset your character or die, like it kind of could like, count against you in a way because there's these other characters that are just going to be so fucking overpowered because they stuck with their character.
Let's just say you take the RPG aspects from any Bethesda game and put it in a Rockstar open world. Oh my god.
But that'd be beyond the greatest Star Wars game of all time. That'd be one of the greatest video games of all
in
time.
general. Yo,
they would find a way to fuck it up. They would just find a way
to fuck it up. Somebody important. Because that
not yet.
To happen.
Wait till we're something so that we can sue them first.
Yeah. But I don't even give a fuck, bro. I just want that game.
Bro, I would literally just contact the creators of No Man's Sky and be like, yo, your game sucks. Just let us take your planet shit and let us just turn it into Star Wars and like just let us cook with it.
No Man's Sky doesn't suck anymore, but it took them 4 years to fix it.
Like I know, I know Star Wars Outlaws, the game coming out in August, is gonna have.
It's gonna be really good.
It has that way you can hop from planet to planet.
Yeah,
but not like what you're saying, man. What you're saying is.
That idea is up there, bro. I fuck with that.
Oh man! With that being said,
all right. So that idea obviously is the best idea. But anyone else in the comments, who do you want more, Darth Maul or do you want Darth Vader from James? Decide those. But Thomas obviously
you
got
still lost, Matt. I'm fucking around. But with that being said, make sure you guys, like, subscribe, leave some feedback. We hope you love this episode because we have been waiting to do this. I worked like massively hard on this script and, just all together, like we are going to be pushing content and we're here. We're not stopping. Get on this fucking train or just get bent over on the train. Get the train run on you. I don't even care anymore. I don't know. This episode has me fucking pumped. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get this out to you guys. So just sell your souls to us because we got a lot more cool stuff coming. And hey, this may have just inspired a whole avenue of something new for the podcast. So
that's a fact.
Have a good night. Hope you guys enjoyed it.